Tu fais quoi? Why?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
This was in the trailer.
What buttons
Okay.
to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Can you hear me chewing?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
All these empty spaces in my room are meant for you. We've been more distant than usual. Thought that we could.
No one had
Thank
showed up to give
you.
him instructions. Call a meeting.
Stuck with me for
or even
another
say
month.
hi. Never in all his years at the
Thank you,
company
merci
had this
beaucoup.
happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
If she
Shocked,
hangs out here
frozen
for the whole
solid,
game, that'll be
Stanley
crazy.
found
Okay,
himself unable to
I.
move for the longest time. But as he
Les
came to his
ongles.
wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Thanks for hanging out with me on your Friday. Ow! Yo, she smacked me so hard with her tail. Okay, I'm so sorry. I missed that whole thing. I missed the entire thing. Oh, she's getting in my cookies. He said something happened to Stanley. Oh! That scared me. I didn't expect it to be that sensitive and aggressive. Okay, let me get a feel for this really quick. Let me just see what we get, what we're working with, what we doing, what we got. All these empty spaces in my room were meant for you. We've been more distant than usual. Thought that we were good. You look at me like I'm a stranger. Our relationship's in danger. Danger. Now you got that song stuck in my head. Thanks for the dopamine notification. Okay. Wait. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, the left side is this. Okay. Alors. That was a mod from Half-Life 2. Half-Life. Okay. Let me stop goofing off.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting room. It's giving, have you guys seen Severance? Severance, but like older.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Half-Life 2 mods were the golden era PC gaming. That was when life was good. Yes, Freezy. How did you like Severance? I'm not even making choices.
Yet
I'm just
there was
going
not
right
a
now.
single person here
Oh, there's
either.
no one tips for not
Feeling
getting
a
fired.
wave of
Talk
disbelief,
less.
Stanley
Do
decided to
unbelief.
go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Okay. This game isn't supposed to be scary, right? Like, should I be preparing myself for
Coming
something?
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And I was wondering if I had the option to go downstairs. Hello, is anyone home? Ooh, this floor is I don't know. I like the vibes in here. I like
Stanley
this.
was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
Great show.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What
What we
dark
drinking?
secret
What's
was
this?
being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Oh no.
2845.
2845.
But of course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. How do I do it? Do. Wheat. Ah! Wheat.
Stanley just sat
Cut.
around twiddling his thumbs.
Sunk.
Trying to input
Sunk.
anything on the device was useless.
gonna be a long
since
game,
he could
y'all.
get incredibly by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad. Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He
Not
stepped
scary,
into
just
the newly
psychological.
opened passageway.
Ow!
Missy, please.
Please. The song is dark. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like it. I can't see anything. I think I broke it. I can't see where I am. Ouch. Ow! Ow. I'm guessing I'm supposed to go these ways. How? Oh, push button. Aye. Right. Thanks. Merci.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
He's never
This
left his
question
office
would
before.
not go unanswered for long.
Exactly, push button. Okay, now I know. I go to push button. Can I push it again? I probably shouldn't. What? What was that?
Stanley
Ha!
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Huh? Oh. All these empty spaces in my room were meant for you. We've been more distant than usual. Thought that we were good. What do? I don't know. That looks scary. And he told us to go this way. Once I go through the door, though, it's gonna close. Wait, I just can I look? Can I just, like, take a peek at what it...
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Whoa.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know. Je sais pas. Je suis une écureuil. But if I had escaped, like, oh, now I'm feeling regret. I'm feeling buyer's remorse.
Now the monitors jumped to life,
Oh.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where
Fired.
freedom meant nothing.
Okay. In their, oh, in the office. I thought those were their houses.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really
where
been
Missy
under
scratched
someone's
me's itchy
control all
now.
this time? Was this the only
My
reason he was
allergies.
happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I thought this was the bathroom. Je pensais les toilettes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Okay, bye.
Wasn't it? Was it
See
even
you. Thanks for
possible?
playing with me
Had he
earlier.
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Hope you have a good day. Enjoy your Friday. Hope it goes by quick, if that's what you want. Huh? Hello? Oh my god, the game left with Freezy. Oh, here we go. Maybe I made the game too dark. What is that? I can't see anything. I see light. There we go.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
He already came to that conclusion. He already decided that like, this is not it. This is not right. I don't know why I'm like, jump scaring myself. Button? What did that do? Sunk. Okay. Nervous.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and
Wait,
to everything
isn't it already
stood
on?
for.
Wait, should we? Is it not on already? Déjà? Comme ça? The good choice? What does that even... Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire? Vrai? Oh. Pas. I don't... Because in my head it's already on. System. If we turn it on, can we turn it back off? These my executive functioning part of my brain. Let's turn it off. Oh, it's off. Oh. If I turn it off, you take it for you. Oh, my knee is so itchy. Did we die? Is it actually dark now, or can I just not see anything?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Foreshadowing.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he
Oh,
been
it's a
freed
sky.
from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
This is crazy.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What door? Through the open door. I guess if I keep walking, something will happen. No. What door? This door? Are we outside? No freaking shot. No way.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Okay, now
And
that you're
Stanley
saying that,
was happy.
I'm curious about not following what the narrator says. I finished. The end is never. Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, the end is never the end. The end is never. Okay, and we're back in the office. Okay.
All of his co-workers
Dako
were
dak.
gone. What could it mean?
Dako dak.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, okay. Cool. I made
When
one.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Oh,
well.
actually, I didn't know
Perhaps
that.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
He's getting rude.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. All of his co-workers were gone. What
Je
could
suis
it mean?
triste.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
J'ai
Perhaps he had
triste, je
simply
suis
missed a
triste.
memo.
Oh. I want to go
When
back
Stanley
here.
came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
I
admire
killed
it.
Stanley. Yeah. But now I know that he can die. I didn't know he could die.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door
Je
on
suis
his left.
triste. What is in there? Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Can I just stand on it?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
I wanted
foot
him to
here.
finish what he was saying.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Yeesh.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's
This
her?
is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem
C'est
yourself.
qui?
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
What is this
She's
door?
been waiting.
Who? Oh. Ah.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To
I answered it. No. Is that my
Stanley,
door?
is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling
There's
the bread
another
out of the
person.
oven.
There's another.
All right.
He's-
Okay, there we go.
Are we
All right,
sitting?
now I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come
You
on.
said it wasn't gonna be
Did you actually
scary.
think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Whoa,
I'm trying to make
buddy.
a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
What if I don't?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Okay.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Did the floor always look like that?
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
Yeah.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is
Whoa.
pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button,
I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Welcome back to be at work in the morning. What if I don't? Let's see what happens if we don't. What? We have to, huh?
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Oh, this door's gonna open again. To question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please.
And Stanley pushed a button.
I'm
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
scared. You know, this might be
All of his co-workers were
scarier.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Some
meeting
of the
room.
games that
Perhaps
we
he had
played.
simply missed a memo.
For now, we find 42 ends to this game. Took me a month to find them. All very good. Sekash. You did 42? Wait, so how long does it take for you to... Oh, the ending, like when you mean when you
When
die?
Stanley
So I
came
did
to a set of two
3, I
open
think.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Je fais 4 or 3, 4. Oh, I didn't want to go through the left.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay, let's go.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
What if we-
Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
No, he didn't. He went
office.
to the basement. Oh, it's red. C'est rouge. Pourquoi?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Whoa.
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Oh no.
And then something occurred to Stanley.
Oh,
maybe,
no.
he thought to himself,
Oh,
maybe
no.
I am crazy.
Oh no.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single
Oh,
moment
no,
for
we're
no reason at
stuck.
all. None of it made
He's
any
on
logical
block.
sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh,
Why
stop.
did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Oh no.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No,
Whoa.
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't
I've
be
had dreams
real.
like this
And
before.
at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Yes. Oh my god, I
Yelled.
called it.
This
What
is
did
all
I
a
say?
dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
So,
And he thought to
j'ai
himself,
une
I suppose
question.
I'll wake up
Will it
soon.
save
I'll have to
if
go
I
back to
stop
my
right
boring
now?
real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh wow.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Whoa.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming
end is
about
never
a
the
voice
end. Okay.
describing me,
Merci.
thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their
Oh,
dreams,
so we have to wait
the
for him
truth
to
was that, of
narrate the
course,
whole thing.
this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a
Dakodak,
dream.
dakodak,
Did the
dakodak.
voice not see him float and make the magical
if I
stars
just
just a
stop?
moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Yeah, he's still here. The elevator's blocked off too.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? and everything went black.
I don't know why I'm so scared.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
People?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then
he's
collapsed
real?
dead on the sidewalk.
And there's
although she
people
would soon
outside?
turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment,
So
she thought
this
to herself
game is
how lucky
about,
she
like,
was to be normal. I am
maybe
sane.
someone losing their
I
mind
am
to
in
the
control of my mind.
routine.
I know what
The
is
cycle.
real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
That's like
She had
slow.
no time for this, so it
zoom
was
out.
only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What the heck? Okay, so that's a good spot, I think. Thank you for recommending that. That's been quite the ride, and I think I am looking forward to seeing where it goes, or like how many endings there are, even though the end is not the end. So like when you finished playing the 42, when you stopped, was it because you couldn't find any new ones, any other ones that you haven't experienced before? The game is about who is Stanley. I guess we're finding out. But thank you again for spending your Friday with me, a little bit of your Friday. I'm going to be back with Latito Sunday, Dimanche. I'm not going to be on tomorrow, but I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend if I don't see you until potentially Monday. And we're going to keep playing this. The game advance always a word. Okay, cool. So we got a couple homies. On. Let's see what Jay. So 3 Halo options. Let's go see what Jay's up to. Jay's playing Halo. If anyone wants to hang out, we're gonna move the party over there. But I always have a hard time spelling her username. It's not that hard. I think we could do it. But yes, thank you again. Cheers until next time. Y'all are the best. If you want to hang out with us more, my Discord is on my Twitch profile, my channel. And I also have Patreon, where you get early, extended, and exclusive access to my music, my art, videos, dance videos, things like that. So thank you so much. I'll catch you later. Enjoy J9ers playing Halo. We were just playing Split Fiction with Freezy, and we'll probably do that again sometime next week. We're on like a weekly basis with Split Fiction. We're trying so hard to finish. And then after that, we're going to play Operation Tango. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.